So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. We refuse to give in to the town that takes all. To survive, you must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears overcome. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. How
I'm very sorry, listeners, you missed Sean saying some very nice things about children.
And stuffed animals.
No, that's off record. It was a sex thing, but
I don't talk about sex things. What do you mean?
no, that was mine. You just
Oh,
murdered some
okay.
children. I wasn't clear on that, but we don't have to talk about that. It's okay.
I thought that was just sort of like, like, oh, it's just Sean being Sean, murdering them kiddos. Like, okay, I guess.
Someone's gotta.
Yeah, that is this season.
Thank you for your service.
They get in the way, and sometimes they smell funny,
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're far enough away when you shoot them that you don't even smell anything, Just like at least 100 yards, and you would never even know they were there.
Is there a time in the life of a human being where they don't smell weird? Like you smell weird when you're a baby, then you get older and
Yep.
get to puberty, and
Then you feel really weird, yeah.
old people smell funny. Is there...
Somewhere between the ages of maybe like 5 or 6, and like 12, I think kids don't smell like anything. Because like when you get past the whole like era of being covered in every kind of filth as well with your own shit, and you get to the point where you can bathe properly and like wear clean clothes, but you're not to the point where like you're going through puberty and everything about you starts to smell. I think those kids probably don't smell like anything.
Isn't that more like because nature made it that way so that the predators won't get them? Like, can't, track them by smell? Because that's an age where they're really annoying, I think. And you...
Oh yeah, but they are very annoying, but we're talking about smell here, not like just other reasons to kill them.
Yeah, but I think it's just nature's way of protecting them by not making them smell good to or smell bad to people. That's just my theory. I don't kids
Then
usually,
why
so...
do babies smell so terrible?
Oh, babies have the cute eyes to offset the stinky.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a mountain lion doesn't care about that. It's just hungry.
Yeah, but would you eat that?
A mountain lion or a baby?
Both, I guess.
It would entirely depend on how they're prepared. I mean, I'm not a snob about my food, but things do have to be cooked properly.
Yeah, listen, I'm not judging people who eat babies. I want that to be known. It's just that...
Well, yeah.
Like, if you go near that, is that enticing? I don't think so.
Well, it's not, but I mean, do you look at a cow? Okay, you're
No.
not a meat eater.
No.
Like, do you think like a person who like me who likes a hamburger looks at a cow and just goes, "Oh, I want to get my teeth into that motherfucker"?
Right, that's fair
No,
point.
cows are big, dopey, ugly, smelly things.
Wow, what? Cows are beautiful. What?
They don't look delicious, is what I'm
No,
saying.
but they're so cute.
They are, but like a lot of things, they're
They're
cute
ugly.
and dopey. I said big, dopey, and ugly is the difference.
I can't do this show with you anymore. You're a cow hater. Wow.
I'm not officially a cow hater because I can't be. Because my sort of like foster brothers, he comes from a family of dairy farmers.
Okay. So that makes your cow smack talk okay, you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like people who use the N-word and they're like, no, I got lots of black friends. It's
Yeah, I
cool.
thought that was-
That same
yeah.
thing, exactly the
Mhm.
same concept. And
You have lots of cow friends.
I don't have cow friends, but my family has cow
My
friends.
brother's
okay?
friend's cousin's uncle, sister. Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah, my brother's my relatives raised cows and didn't kill any of them, so that makes me a cow friend, and I can use any anti-cow slurs I want. So what I'm saying is, the fact that, okay, I eat a baby burger, that doesn't necessarily mean I look at a baby and go, oh, that's a delicious looking piece of meat right there.
Okay.
No. When you prepare a meal properly, you often don't even think about what it used to be.
It's unrecognizable. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. As the song "This Old Man" by MC Frontalot went, roll up on infants. Infants are useless. Plus, they're soft and chewy, which is good because I'm toothless. So, just saying, MC Frontalot went down that path. I think we all can go down that path.
It sounds like a joke, but there's a lot of advantages to eating babies. It sounds funny when you say it, but when you really start thinking about it, there's a lot to it.
Yeah. One, they can't fight back.
Oh yeah, they're easily made. They take a while, but
takes no effort.
No skill either.
It doesn't. No skill, right? Yeah, you don't even need to pass like a written exam or anything. Just you have. It's way harder to become a farmer and raise chickens legally than it is to make a baby. So why is it we eat the chickens and not the babies?
Yes, it actually
chickens take
weird.
more work.
Yeah. And if you eat them, like they come out and you eat them immediately, you don't even need to invest anything, like energy-wise, resource-wise. You just slip out and you cook them.
Exactly.
And then they still have all those good stem cells.
Yeah. Plus, you don't even need to prepare a marinade. I mean, they come out pre-marinated. Just boom, right in there, I'm like, they were pretty much designed for barbecue.
People always talk about how insects are the future of food. Babies.
No, infants. Yeah, not insects, infants. Yes.
So this show is basically in the future they can reconstruct how we landed in jail.
Yeah, this will actually be on our To Make a Murderer special on Netflix or whatever. They never found any DNA evidence or fingerprints at the scene, but these 3 people have been convicted of every murder in the history of mankind. We're not sure how they killed Julius Caesar, but they're pretty sure they did it.
Wouldn't eat him though. He looks too crispy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were going to, and then I went, wait, Caesar sounds way too much salad. I did not travel in time for health food, okay? Fuck this shit.
Yeah, fast food only. Babies are fast food.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we're going to the Olympics, and we're going to eat everyone at the track and field decathlon.
Ooh, but the runners would be kind of gamey, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but fast.
Would they be fast in the way that they can get away from you and not in the way that you can easily procure them for your plate?
I mean, why are we going after fast food if we're not in it for the challenge?
Who the fuck are you, Wile E. Coyote?
So bad.
Beware of people painting like tunnels on the sides of walls. You can't go through them.
No, of course not. We're not chasing them through walls. We're just chasing the fast ones.
It's so bad.
Just remember, if you chase one and right when he runs off, he goes beep beep and runs, just give up. You're not going to catch the motherfucker.
That's why there's 3 of us.
I just want a synchronized swimmer because they basically look like cupcakes.
So, on that note, hey everybody, welcome to Funk Dunk Play Season 2, Episode 33, and if it's not 33, it is now, and there was a 33 before this, you're wrong, okay? You made it up, you're imagining things, please, your mother and father are worried about you, just come home and stop sniffing glue. We'll give you some paste. You can eat that. It's kind of like nicotine gum for glue sniffers. You'll be fine. And until then, it's episode 33 of Funk Dunk Play Season 2. Come on, aren't you excited? There was some stuff that happened last week that was bad. We didn't
I'm
have an
sorry, I
episode.
didn't get
But-
any of that. I just saw the picture you sent. I'll put that in the in the thread. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did I distract you?
it's okay. I'm there.
Okay. It's one of my favorite pictures ever. Alright, when we last left our intrepid adventurers, It had just found out that his nose existed, and he had human eyes. They weren't in a box or anything. He had
Like the
an
other
actual
ones,
set
yeah.
of them. No. These are like in his head, which is weird. And he just had a conversation with his god.
Like you do.
Like you do. I had it described by one listener as being damned near Shakespearean.
I want to hear stuff like that.
You didn't ask them, I
Okay.
did. I said, please compliment me. Here's $15. And they're just like, it was damn near Shakespearean.
For only $15? Wow.
There were a few rather touching moments between it and Gold, which I thought were so adorable.
Touching.
Yeah. So let's just continue from boom, right where we left off. It has just been shown a vanity mirror, which Gold for some reason had in a jacket pocket, which shows him that he has a normal face and his eyes are no longer changeling eyes. They are human eyes. Da-dun. Da-dun-dun-dun. Done.
It's not actually gonna acknowledge the human face right now, like at least not outwardly.
Okay.
Looks in the mirror, yeah, but it looks up at
Are they going
Gold.
to do one of those touching their own face like,
Nope.
what? Oh. And then like reach to the nose, you're like, oh, ooh, ah.
And more like shakes his head a little, I guess. Looks up at Gold and
I've never picked my own nose before.
say to Gold, let's head back to the conference room.
I do believe that would be the proper thing to do. And he kind of side eyes the door to the Chamber of the One.
Scared shitless?
Like he really, he doesn't look like he trusts it at all. Like he's afraid it's going to open up and suck them both in or something. Yeah, kind of like he like definitely looks very like way more uncomfortable than he was when you guys went in here originally.
Yeah. I wonder why. This is a changeling grinder.
Apparently, it's like one of the, maybe it's one of those like those rock tumblers that you put in some rocks and they come out all polished, but sometimes they come back broken. And he's like, oh, fuck. You proceed away from the entryway to the Chamber of the One, down the staircase that screams opulence right in your face.
All the while, while walking down, it looks like he doesn't really know where he is or acknowledge it. Like he's somewhere far away.
Okay. Well, kind of like a distant look in his face, sort of like he's lost in
Yeah.
thought or something. Okay. Gold is kind of leading the way, also because, this is its only second time on this particular staircase ever. Where this assume Gold has at least been here a few times and knows how many steps to take and all this shit. If you go on a staircase willy-nilly, you might take too many steps and end up just like doing that thing where your pelvis just ends up in your throat because you took a step that wasn't there.
Sean, are you okay?
Why?
Pelvis throat?
You've never had that happen?
Oh,
You're
yeah, sure.
walking downstairs and there's like one less step than you think there is, and you go to like step down
okay,
and you hit the floor, and it feels like your entire like body just like shoots up into
Oh,
your
yeah.
throat because like you went
No,
for a step that
I
wasn't
had a
there.
little bit of a trippier image in mind. I was picturing this wrong. It's like
Okay.
your pelvis just suddenly like clips into your throat or something. Like a glitch in the Matrix. All right, sorry. Carry on. Carry on.
All of a sudden, none of you are texture mapped anymore, and
It's like Assassin's Creed 4 or something.
you look over at Gold, and he just like his head is gone except for hair and two eyeballs floating in the void. And somehow when he talks to you, he has like the voice of the dialogue set of a prostitute. It's weird. Damn, I should have used that idea. That would have been brilliant. Oh well. Anyway, he guides you down the stairs. Leads you, I should say. Not really guiding. But you guys make your way down, and you go back into the conference room, where I believe Susan and Eugene Fluffer II are still there.
I hope so.
Yeah, Eugene Fluffer II, by the way, bounds up to you and comes to a skittering halt.
Oh.
Looks at you, like sniffs around at your feet and your legs, and then looks at you again, and he looks very, very confused, because as your dog, he magically recognizes you, but as a dog, he doesn't recognize you. And he's not sure what to do with this knowledge, and eventually you can see he kind of like does like doggy logic and jumps on you and gives you doggy kisses anyway.
I love doggy logic.
Yep. When in doubt, hug. That's doggy logic right there.
Can I reach Eliza with a message? 120 feet, is that our chambers?
Yeah, you can definitely reach her with a message. Space is a little bit weird right now because you're officially being in the church. You're plane shifted. Actual like space constrictions within the church of certain spells are wonky.
That explains the glitches.
So you can send Eliza a message. It wouldn't matter if you were on totally opposite ends of the complex. You could send her a message if she was right next to you. Because of the weird way, like, being plane shift just fucks with magic, you know?
Alright, so I'll shoot her a message. I need you in the conference room.
Alright.
Well, actually, she does it? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not doing anything else right now. I mean,
That's right.
she thinks she has killed the bunch. She's still waiting on confirmation on that, and other, like, doubts are starting to creep into her mind. I guess we can get into that if it comes up, but...
Yeah. Gold, initially walks right over to his chair at the head of the conference table, and he's about to flop into it when he stops for a second, kind of realizing, wait a minute, I'm not the one who had the gigantically draining spiritual, psychological event here, and he goes over to make sure that you're okay to make it to your chair and all that stuff, especially because you have a dog on you.
That's so sweet. Alright, I'll sit down. Why not?
Okay, and he thwomps into his seat.
Thwomp.
And, again, puts his feet up on the desk.
Where that snake bitch at?
No, she's entering whenever it is she enters. I don't know.
Okay, now sounds good.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming neither it or Gold are exactly, have a lot to talk about at this very moment with each other.
Okay, yeah, so I imagine, like, Eliza looks a little distant, but as she enters, she sees it in human form, and she's going to say,
Oh, you're transformed in the church now? Okay. I mean, I don't have anything against Humies. I know it's a thing for some of you to just pretend to be lower life forms. Whatever. I'm not prejudiced.
Wow.
I just want you to know that right now, Susan is giving you a, this bitch serious look.
I think
Which
everyone
is hard
is.
when you're a rock, but...
There's like total silence and crickets.
she thinks it's like a fursuit thing, that you just want to look like a human for shits and giggles.
She thinks you're a reverse furry, basically.
Yeah, a Humie.
A Humie, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even get that reference. That's actually brilliant. I'm sorry.
That was your cute name for humans because they're so cute. Like
No, it's like furries, but for humans.
Oh my god.
That's actually super good, Jade. I'm so sorry. That's super good.
Yeah. Fuck. And it's. I hope I can somehow make it into a title. All right.
Just have a call Eliza and the Humies, and then just a picture of the dude with the fish. No context.
Hume affinity.
All right. I think it then decides that
Or
it might
Humie
not,
culture.
might not be the right moment to explain this particular aspect to Eliza
Okay.
when she's like in such a forgiving mood. Instead,
All right.
address some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Eliza gonna sit down, or is she?
Yeah. She'll sit in her official chair.
Wow, we're so important.
Yep, the silver chair,
Yeah, the silver chair.
Dang.
which is you automatically sit down. You become a member of a band. It's cool.
At least it's not the Narnian one. For all my Narnia fans out there. All
All three of them.
all 0.75 of them.
Yeah, that's like our entire fan base.
Hey, our fan base is officially like 3, 4 maybe? That's so many.
Mm.
And they're all Narnia fans, so
Okay, so that's more than 3/4
Well-
of one person.
we need to drop those C.S. Lewis beats.
Like everyone's
okay?
got their thing. It's
Yeah. And our fan base is down with the chronic, Call the Narnia. Absolutely.
make some Harry Potter references. I'll get those.
Nagani's really a snake lady. Oh my god, Nagani is Eliza!
Mm.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's the whole thing!
I speak that all the time. That was a very bad attempt at pass of time. But I do speak it.
I'm gonna address Eliza first because she's not up to speed.
Mm.
I was talking to the traveler just now.
Ah,
It was a very enlightening experience. Well, it seems like we have several things to take care of.
All of a sudden, Eliza is just a very, very interested Muppet. Oh no, she's Yoda.
what you say of you? Must it?
We of course knew what the Butts were trying to do. We of course knew that Everdeen Gloth caused some shit. And apparently, the Walpians are up to something as well. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's called the Purity Guard or something. It sounds very orderly either way.
Alright, we'll need more information on that.
We definitely will.
Perhaps we can redirect them to fight the demons. You know, kill both armies with one stone. Just make them fight each other to the death.
Well, that sounds like a plan. And also, the Traveler has warned me about our friend Hellforge. Something about him, quote unquote, fucking things up. Well, I guess my question is, you guys, where do you want to start? And I'll lean back.
Do you mean fucking things up for the traveler? Or fucking things up for everyone?
See, I think everyone is fucking things up for the Traveler. And for each other, it seems.
Yes, but is he fucking things up in that he's trying to create an order that will fuck with your traveler's precious chaos? Is he just making a mess? I don't honestly trust that guy entirely.
Who?
I mean, Hellforge. I mean, he would have come to me by now if we'd gotten a reply from Yuan-T, right?
Well-
Because it's been how long? Like where are they? Is he keeping the information? What the fuck is going on with those guys?
Well, apparently you're right in not trusting him. And I'll look over at Gold.
Gold, is, when you do that, he is mid-sentence going, Who is a good boy? You are. Absolutely you are. He looks, oh, sorry. And he pets Eugene for a second on the head for a second. To be like, okay, I'm going to play with you later. Are you saying that there's something going on with Hellforge?
The traveler said we need to stop him. I'm not sure from what.
Well, I dare say, neither do I. You see, I do sound like such a hypocrite when I say this, but no one can enter or leave this church right now without my express permission. It's one of the details of this layer of security. It helps us be immune from being attacked, but also the way walls work, you see, is they work both ways. So I can let someone in, I can let them out. No one can leave without me letting them out, and I haven't let anyone out.
So what does this have to do with Hellforge?
He couldn't do anything in here. No one can do anything in here. It's sort of the point of being plane shifted.
Maybe he planted his seeds before you plane shifted the church. Maybe something is going on outside these walls right now.
I'm gonna go find out.
Unless he's going to get up and start heading for Hellforge's office, unless somebody wants to stop her to talk about something else.
No, it will get up and look at Gold and say, "You want to come too?"
Gold rather looks over at the dog.
My God!
With sort of like a. They kind of nods and like gets up and walks around the table to go with you
Very
guys.
good.
You have no idea how much this dude loves dogs, okay?
No, I have an idea.
Totally platonically. He's not looking to fuck your dog.
I didn't assume before you just mentioned that.
I don't know. It's us. I assume that probably was a possibility for someone accusing him of being a dog
Well,
fucker,
yeah,
okay?
now you planted a seed of doubt in my mind. Keep a close eye on him.
Yeah, whatever, you weird Humie freak.
Shit. I guess Eliza's in the lead now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she
Yeah.
was the one. Yeah, I'm assuming because she just sort of did her initial, like, I'm leaving and you guys can follow if you want to type
Yeah,
walk.
no, she's gonna, storm right into the office, go just walk right up to him, not even listen for whatever kind of greeting he's gonna have, and...
Alright, Spy Master. Question. Have we gotten any replies from Yuan-T yet?
Okay, the first thing you notice after you finish your question is that you're asking an empty chair.
Well, let me see what I got for cantrips. Just wanted to see if I had a fire one so I could set the chair on fire.
You think he's in there?
No, I just feel like burning something.
Okay.
I don't. Oh well, I got poison spray. I guess I'll spit poison at the chair. Just out of spite.
Okay, and is this poison like the acidic kind that burns stuff, or is it just poison?
Well, I do have acid splash, so I can use that and make it acid. I want to burn the chair.
The chair, rather quickly and very satisfyingly, dissolves into a small, very unwieldy pile of, like, what was left, which was not dissolved by the acid, of wood and extremely expensive leather. This was a very nice chair, and it was extremely comfortable. One of the best swivel chairs that you can really get. And no one here is a carpenter or a chair maker, but if they were, this would have been the equivalent of sacrilege to them, of destroying a holy artifact of chair making. But no one here cares about that. I just wanted you to know, really, that if you ever brag about this to a chair maker, you might start a war.
Okay. Well,
it's an important chair.
they can get in line.
But yeah, the chair just goes, and now there is a smoldering chair.
Eliza's gonna turn around. I'm assuming the Gold and it are walking in as this is happening.
Alright, does one of you have detect person? We need to find this fucking guy.
Well, of course not. That would be useful.
Gold walks past you guys to the desk and looks down at it because he's trying to figure out if there was any indication of what's going on here. Because he doesn't particularly even know that Elias is the one that just destroyed the chair.
Oh.
Because he was the last one to walk in.
Yeah, and Alyssa doesn't entirely care what's going on with it. She kind of just wants to kill Hellforge. And is looking for an excuse to do so.
When he looks at the desk, he kind of like... His breath catches in his throat.
Alright, spit it out.
Well, he reaches down, and he picks up a relatively small, like, silvery dagger in an ornate sheath. And he just, like, turns around and looking at it, saying, "Oh, dear. Things have gone sideways, haven't they? This was Hellforge's badge of office. While he possessed it, it was his proof of his loyalty, but if he left it here..." And he kind of like just rubs his eyes. And goes, I do quite honestly hope that in some way your dealings with our god didn't just result in you getting quite a bit uglier. Did you gain anything other than knowledge from it?
Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment.
Listen, it's just, humans are not my thing, that's all.
Wait, are you permanently human?
I traded some things to my god, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Never mind. I think I can guess what you think about that. Anyway,
Please, Mommy and Daddy, stop fighting.
Nothing could be further from that. Anyways, yes. I didn't just get a nose. I asked him for more power. And I got it. I hope this works the way I wanted it. But I guess I have to trust him. I asked him for the power to be able to travel to other planes of reality.
Okay, and right when you say that, Gold's face, literally, it doesn't really light up. You know, let's say, imagine you go to the doctor because you're feeling ill, and you're really hoping that it's going to be something along the lines of, oh, you have a viral infection, and not, oh, you have cancer. But it turns out the doctor unexpectedly is like, oh, by the way, you're Wolverine. That was the problem. You're a Superman now. That's the expression of just like, he was hoping for something not bad, and he got exactly what he, like the perfect thing. He's like, he does work in mysterious ways. That's good, because I've got a very good idea of what Hellforge has done, and now I know how he did it.
can you tell us where he went?
I think he's going to visit his mother. You see, he had a bit of a secret, and as long as he was loyal to me, I vowed I would keep it. But he is abandoned. He's fiddling with the knife again. Abandoned his church and his people. So I see no reason not to tell you the truth about him.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yes, as long as it ends with you telling us where he went so we can go kill him and get it over with.
Well, it's very important you know who you're trying to kill, I suppose. A long time ago, there was an elven goddess of wisdom named Daeth de Monet. But she made a horrible sin in the views of gods, as she fell in love with the dwarven god of mastercraft forging, known as He of the Hidden Strike, the last secret the dwarven forge masters could never reveal to anyone who wasn't a dwarf. What made dwarves the best smiths in the world. And, well, they had a baby. They thought for a while they could keep it a secret, but that doesn't work very well, and, well, they were found out, and the dwarf, well, he didn't get punished much. You might say it's because the father never does in these situations, but in reality, the dwarves were going extinct, so their gods were a little bit preoccupied. But the elven goddess of wisdom, she was banished. From a pantheon, from the celestial realms. They banished her to the abyss. They thought that she would get eaten alive, and so to it for the harlot or whore, whatever they called her. They were really unpleasant people, elven gods, honestly.
She hot?
They're all hot gods, Brent.
Is that its new name?
And, of course, the dwarven god of Mastercraft was known as Hammerlock Hellforge. And their child, who gained a mixture of their powers of hidden knowledge and mastery of weird arts, became the greatest spy who ever lived. But he couldn't be a god because he was viewed as an abomination by all the pantheons, so he joined into an alliance with the Traveler, where he lived here for unknown generations as our master of spycraft, never using his god powers because he had so little left, because a god is powered by belief and no one believed in him as a god. But I knew he had enough power to do a few more god things if push came to shove, and one of his best promises was he would never seek out his mother. But, if she's in the abyss, and he's gone after, and he's gone from here and hasn't left through any of our entries or exits, I feel he's either gone to do something, get her aid, or even join her in hell. I don't know. That's the only place I can assume that he went, and I get the feeling the Traveler is not too keen on him doing that.
It's just gonna facepalm. This is just great.
And she doesn't have like a new demon name now that she's in the abyss. She hasn't become anyone we would know.
I know very little about the goings-on in the lower demonic realms. I honestly assume she'd been destroyed.
I was just thinking, what we need is a fourth apocalypse. Isn't that just lovely?
No?
Come on, I would like a little more enthusiasm from you, my friend.
Only if the fourth apocalypse is going to stab the other ones so we can finally save this fucking world. And maybe if my people would actually fucking pick up their fucking phones, then we could get started on setting up a new government that isn't going to fall the fuck apart.
Aside from the problematic implications of what you just said, I'm not sure Hellforge actually sent out that message.
Well, I guess that explains one thing.
Gold just sort of looks up and goes, I've just had an idea. I'm not big on ideas, you see. I'm more of a strategist than an idea person. Unfortunately, our idea people were all murdered. Hellforge has lived with us for centuries. We've been the only family he's really had, not counting the, deposed gods that gave birth to him. And he lost the majority of his agents when Gloth did that thing that took so many lives. If he has a connection in the abyss, oh my goodness. I wonder if he's gone to get them back.
An army sounds good. We can go get an army.
Unfortunately, he's oftentimes been a bit headstrong, and being an earthbound god, yes, it often made up for it with ability, but I do hope that he's not doing anything rash.
So, aside from everything else, we still need to find out if the Butts are dead. Without Hellforge, How can we achieve this quickly?
Perhaps Sarah? Sent her to go check it. She's got that robot.
Send her to Butt Manor?
Yeah, just see if maybe the whole thing caught fire. I just wrote fire for every one of them, so... There's been a lot of fire deaths recently. It should be pretty noticeable.
It would be a good way for us to take care of that particular problem while we do something else. Something that could be more pressing in the long run. Maybe you can ask her.
Yes, I suppose I should. Is there anything else we need to cover before I go do that?
Gold is just gonna go. If you plan on going to the abyss, there is only one thing which, unfortunately, I do think might be a bit bad news for you. In order to enter the abyss, which is, well, how can I put this? It's a bit like hell. You have to have a soul. You're going to have to leave your golem behind, which is a shame because he is rather useful in a fight. And also his sassiness might be useful in some of the more sarcastic layers of hell.
Do we have another choice, really?
Well, no, but I thought I'd rather let you know now so you can plan around it. Other than have you go, oh, bloop, let's go, and then, where's the butler? And I needed that dusted.
I've got prestidigitation for that.
Honestly, I would prefer if Eliza and I went on our own. We can get out quickly if we need to.
That could be your best bet. The larger the force, the more likely you are to attract attention. And while I'm sure some levels of the abyss are quite nice, I get the feeling that a land built around the concept of eternal damnation isn't one you want to really get noticed a lot in.
But since we know absolutely nothing, or rather very little, about Miss Demora Demoyne...
Demone.
Was Demora right?
No,
No.
Deneva Demone.
Ding dang dong dominoes. Well, we know nothing about Miss Ding da dong.
Demone.
It's a joke now.
Miss Badonkadonk.
Miss Badonkadoink. I would actually rather like to start with Everdeen Gloth, who we also know nothing about, but I find rather more interesting.
I suppose as long as he doesn't take our heads off.
We can escape very quickly.
Yeah, I would suggest not putting your head anywhere that it might get removed. I find that tends to help. I heard that Mr. Belfador wasn't too keen on that idea. Didn't work out too well for him, though.
Well, we are... It tries to find an apt descriptor.
I was just trying to think of a head pun to make a joke about Belfador. I already did the over his head one, so I gotta do a different one.
We are heads and shoulders better than him. If Eliza is going to then proceed to...
Yeah, tell
Give,
Sarah to go scout around the Butt Manor and see if it looks like they all actually died. And I guess while I'm mentioning that to Sarah, I'll also mention what our plan is and see if, what's-her-face's name rings a bell at all.
Deneva Demone?
Yeah.
It's gonna take a
Okay.
while.
Oh, I really don't think I know that name. You know, that's the thing about being vampires. We don't really consort much with, the Denzians of Hell all that much because, I guess it's sort of like, we're like backwards demons, Like, they have, like, a lot of demonic power, but they're all the most powerful in the Abyss, whereas we have a lot of demonic power, but we're most powerful, like, in the real world. And they really hate it when we call it this the real world, because then it's like we're saying they don't live in the real world, and then they get into fights, and before long they slam the door, and they ruin the whole party, and everybody's just really awkward after that, and no one has fun. You try to get them to play Twister, and everyone's like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to play Twister. Everyone goes home, and you just wasted a lot of money on cheese doodles.
Okay, so this one wasn't interesting enough for the rival team to have gotten any word on her.
I've never heard of her, no.
Okay.
But, yeah, I can probably scout out Cassadell, but it won't take me very long. You see, Captain Fancy is a little bit... How can I put this? He's a little bit slowed down when he has passengers in him that aren't me. Because apparently living bodies, like, get crushed by gravitational forces or something. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But no, I don't have any of that problem because I'm, like, dead and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm expecting that to just be like a charred crater, but hopefully something of that sort.
Well, if there's anything left, I'll see what I can do about blowing it up.
Oh, great.
No promises, but, you know, I'll do my best.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long we'll be, so take your time.
Well, it should only take me maybe, like, 20, 25 minutes to get there, but then we'll see what I see when I get there, you know, and
Yeah.
who knows, maybe I'll just, like, want to just, like, hang out and...
Cook some marshmallows, aren't they burning corpses?
And marshmallows are good, or maybe there'll be, like, some survivors, you know, a little bit peckish.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not hungry, but I could eat, you know?
I imagine the blood wouldn't all have burned up by now.
Oh, you don't know that the barbecue blood, if it's still fresh, is pretty tasty? It's not very nutritious, but it's like the rock candy of blood.
Yes, well, have fun.
Yay! and she just goes running off,
My God, what a
And-
cutie.
off camera. So you guys don't actually see this, but it's just for... This is for the audience. She goes running off, and she goes to all the way down the hallways and stuff to the little alcove where the door is. And she goes charging into it and smacks into the wall, bounces off, does a full backflip, lands kind of like at a crouch, looks at the wall like confused, angry, and accusatory, and then she looks at the hallway again, and looks at the wall and goes, oh, hee, glad no one saw that. She walks to the next alcove over and runs right through it.
My God, what a cutie.
And, yeah, so she has gone off to do that.
I would just like to know, I'd like everyone to know that I say goodbye to Eugene and Susan.
Okay.
Because you never know what happens, you know.
Yep. Susan, is kind of reserved.
Cuddles. Loads of cuddles.
You cuddle with her, but she's just like, she's not really expressing her emotions. I think they might be a little bit overwhelming for her.
Are you saying she's a rock? Is that what
She's
saying?
trying to be your rock right now.
It's my rock. Okay,
And she's going to be
That's my shoulder.
sturdy for you, but she's always rock hard and ready, okay?
Yeah.
Your dog, on the other hand, is very sad that you're leaving again. I mean, he's not offended or angry, but he misses you. He just wishes he could be with you more.
Oh my God.
You know? But he's giving you a big doggy kiss on the nose. And he's like kind of like trying to get used to you having your own snoot, and he boops you. He jumps up and boops you snoot
There's
to snoot.
more of me to love now.
Yes, there is. Lots more. You haven't checked. Oh my God.
Is it bigger now? Really? Wow. Thanks, Traveler.
Yep. Yep, you have just like so many kidneys. It's crazy. Now that you're getting ready to actually use your newfound power for the first time, and you're sort of like, I'm envisioning it is sort of like trying to like, he knows he can do it. He knows he has this power, and he's kind of like, it's kind of like buying a new suit and you're trying it on, you know it'll fit, but you never put your arms in those sleeves, you know?
Yeah.
And he has the weirdest sensation that's like, okay, on one hand, he just got this power, his ability to basically think with portals. It's, and it's brand new, but he knows it just, like, perfectly, but also, like, before going into the Chamber of the One, he had no knowledge of teleportation magic.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, he can't shake this feeling that he's always kind of known how to do it, but he's just now mastered it.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's 100% brand new, and also it kind of feels like something that he's always been working on, and he finally got the knack. Like those two conflicting sensations whenever he thinks about this power.
I'm extremely weird, so...
Yeah, and I mean, it is entirely possible that you're exhausted, you've had an extremely rough week, you just got completely transmuted into a different form of life, and you just gained this power, and maybe you're just tired, and you actually think for a second that maybe you're conflating it a little bit with all the times you were teleported by Eliza. And you're just like thinking, oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, you know?
I'm pretty sure at this point that the Traveler is just making me up as he goes along. That's it.
Alright. Eliza and it are prepped up, ready to go, and it does whatever he needs to do. I mean, you can basically give any idea of how this magic is going to work.
I mean, it involves a dance routine, so...
Yep. But for the benefit of the audience, we're going to pan the camera away from the room they're in as they're getting ready to teleport, and then, like, from the doorway, you'll see, like, just like a flash or something, and then they're gone. The camera will slowly pan while mysterious music plays down the hallway and into the office of Jesus Hellforge, where there's an open window high up on the wall. There's a sudden flash from this open window, and a black crow appears at a full flight speed, as if he just teleported through reality into the room. Has to come to a skittering halt in the air, because otherwise he's going to smash into the wall. He flaps down, and in his beak, and it just doesn't make any sense, because how the hell could he fly with his shit in his beak, is an envelope, simply with one name on it, in a rather practiced cursive that just says, Eliza.
Oh shit.
So outrageous to toll.